It is doubtful if any right-thinking Nigerian will oppose any step by the government or any of its agencies to end the activities of insurgents or any other criminal elements in the country. When the Directorate of State Services (DSS) announced the arrest of about 400 borough discharge operators for their involvement in funding Boko Haram insurgency, many Nigerians understandably hailed those arrests as a move to get to the root of the resilience of the group. When also the Central Bank of Nigeria on the 27th of July 2021 stopped allocation of foreign exchange to the bureau de change because many of them make themselves available to criminal elements for subversive financial transactions, the bank got the support of Nigerians. Denying the bureau de change access to foreign exchange was seen as an ingenious policy to disrupt the capacity of the insurgents to raise foreign exchange with which they purchase arms and other materials to continue undermining national security. About 3 months down the line, however, some of the fault lines in the policy seem to be suggesting that the nation is about to throw away the baby with the bath water.
We are worried that direct employment of over 40,000 will go down the drain because we're about 6,000 and each bureau de change employ an average of 5 staff. The bureau de change are registered as a retail service provider to the public. We are not wholesale like banks. 500 subscription you want to send for maybe journalism, profession, this, you come to bureau de change, you get it. You understand what I'm saying? You want to travel $1,000 to $4,000, you come to bureau de change, you get it. You want to pay your children's school fees, $5,000, $3,000, you come to bureau de change and get it. So a lot of retail payments that we do for the members of the public, that's why there is an outcry now.
Before now, questions have been raised on the regulatory capacity and diligence of the Central Bank of Nigeria. Is every foreign exchange transaction by the bureau de change not documented and the purpose and beneficiary indicated? How diligently has the Central Bank carried out its function of enforcing this process and authenticating whatever claim the bureau de change operators make?
We have automated our transaction. We are by online real time. You can render your returns to the Central Bank of Nigeria of your activity. We have onboarded our members to NIPS platform, Nigeria Interbank Settlement System, BVN platform. Our members are on that platform. So that when you come, I will do KYC, I will do CDD. Yes, I have your BBN.
The question of diligence and integrity in performing its regulatory function becomes necessary following complaints by bureau de change operators that both the righteous and the sinner have been painted with one black brush. The Central Bank has failed to identify the fraudulent bureau de change operators, but instead opted for easy and lazy stoppage of the allocation of foreign exchange to all operators.
There are bodies to regulate this kind of frauds, like EFCC, ICPC. What is their work? If really I'm into that fraudulent activities, I need to be dictated and solve the problem, not to affect all the system. All the system cannot say that they are not doing the right thing. If really they dictate, definitely they dictate somebody. They said some of the BDCs, not all. Did they solve the problem? Today is 567 outside.
We are 6,800. But I can tell you those that were found to be involved, alleged to be involved in this. How many are there? That we warrant a whole condemnation. You demarcate an entity that you have license. We know they know them. Let the rule of law apply.
Apart from the consequence of killing businesses in the bureau de change sector, which the policy caused, many small-time importers have been hard hit and some critical supplies affected. These small-scale businesses and individuals in critical needs have to queue at the banks for foreign exchange, which sometimes never become available because the banks do not prioritize such small demands.
Nigeria is an import-dependent country, and Nigeria is not the owner of the currency of imports. The currency of imports is dollars.
It was hard for me last week to send $60,000 to a producer. I import goods. I did my Form M and everything. There they produce it, that goods is entering demurrage.
Additionally, the function of the Bureau de Change to stabilize the Naira by meeting foreign exchange operations which do not put pressure on Nigeria's foreign reserves is now compromised. As all foreign exchange transactions go through the banks and therefore the international banking system, so also is the pressure on Nigeria's foreign reserves increasing and the value of the Naira adversely affected.
In 2016-2017, when there was a recession, dollar went as high as 550 that we are seeing, 540, 500 in 2016-2017 as a result of recession. They also used the same tool, that is the Bureau de Change, to bring it back to about 360. We stayed from 360 in 2017 till early 2020.
Last week, Bureau de Change operators met in Abuja to examine the impact of the central bank policy on the operations and the health of Nigeria's financial sector. They agreed with the central bank move to prevent the abuse and misuse of Bureau de Change. However, they insist that killing the sector because of either its weakness or the fraudulent operators within their ranks will amount to throwing away the baby with the bathwater. They recommend that the Central Bank of Nigeria should rather reform the sector, make it more accountable, and strengthen its own regulatory oversight. Many Nigerians believe that this recommendation by operators will be a win-win option and the way to go to address the current challenges in the foreign exchange sector.